Good morning. It's Sunday, early Sunday morning, August the 2nd. And I've started this little clip off over here today because, as you can hear, the water is running over the weir. Now, it's not a great amount. Let's have another look. It's no great amount, but nevertheless, there's still a lot of water coming over there. You're talking a few thousand gallons an hour. So that's keeping the pools cool, oxygenated, fresh. Bear in mind on top of this that you're seeing coming out of the natural wells and a little bit out of the pump, there's also evaporation taking place. And that evaporation, on average, on a warm day, would account for an inch of surface water at least evaporating. So not only is the water coming over here looking as much as it is looking, it's also compensating for the evaporation that's taking place all the time. And there's little critters like this down here. Did you see her? Little George and Lexi too, up to no good as per the usual. They drink half of it. Okay, back to the story. Water. A couple of guys fishing over on the corner there, just fishing in the clearest spots. And I'm going to turn the camera around now so as you can see a little bit more of what's going on over there in the distance. Can I? I can't do that. I have to do it like this then. So, if we look at the water, you can see there's quite a bit of scummy, mucky stuff coming down. That's because we've got this flow. And this flow is bringing some of the muck out of the middle pool down here. So my job today is to probably collect a little bit of weed, not too much, a little bit of weed, and block off some of the points either side and just have one central point where the water can come over. And if I make that point about 1 metre wide, then what we'll get is a rising level of water and more surface tension, and the surface tension will drag all that scum over this weir, away and gone. Looks a bit different in the summer to what I showed you in the winter, doesn't it? So, weed we may have, but quality of water we've certainly got. We've got the coolness, we've got the oxygen, the fish are fighting well. So as we're telling you all, there's plenty of weed. If you do want to come, but be prepared for weed. But in between that weed, believe you me, there's some cracking fish coming out. There really is. Slow and steady, but nevertheless they're coming out. Happy on the dry fly. Using the dry fly's got the advantage, you can go in between the weed as well, obviously. But yeah, it's fishing for the time of the year, not too bad. I hate it. I hate this time of year, as you know. I hate it coming to my fishery and see all this weed and scum. But I have to be patient. I have to do what Mother Nature wants to do. I can work with Mother Nature. It frustrates me a lot. But I've got to work with her and maintain quality of water for the fish. The fish are the most important thing here. The fish. By keeping the waters like we are, the fish are doing very well. The water readings, the parameters, the nitrates, and pH, all the oxygen levels, it's looking really good, and it's optimum performance for the fish's survival. I can't ask no more than that. It's tough times with the lack of water and the trouts. It is tough times, and we're doing very, very well. So I've just got to be a good boy, sit back, not do the weeding, and allow the plants and the weed to help keep the water in its correct form. We'll have a little walk up the top now and I'll show you a bit more. So, here we are back at the top of the baby pool. And as you can see, the water is very, very low. However, as you can also see, if I try and zoom in just a little bit there, you can see the water has been higher overnight. And you can see this also in the wet bank on the side here. So overnight we've had a little bit more water, and that in turn has gone through the pools and helped to keep the pools clear, as we were saying before. That's some of the water that you can see going over the weir still, because it will take hours and hours to go through and filter down and away. There's still water coming up through the bottom of the baby pools in its natural springs, besides what we have from the pump. So everything's helping to keep the water at least cool and fresh. And as you can see, nice happy fish all around this pool. Not at its best, but nevertheless we're surviving, and that's the point. That's the point of working with Mother Nature, to survive. So I'll take you now to my worst nightmare, and that's the beautiful, beautiful gin pool, which, as you can see, is a carpet of surface weed. I thought we were on top of this a little bit better than we was, and because of all that weed down the bottom there, let me zoom it up and you can see it. Because of that weed there, I thought, I'm sure I'll be able to take some of that out and have the bowl at the bottom fishable. Wrong. This is what happens when you take plant out and you give blanket weed the chance to eat the nitrates. It blooms more or less instantly. So I've been lucky, I've got away with it. Otherwise the whole pool could be covered in this stuff. So we'll leave it as it is. Fish around that bit of mat at the bottom. The fish are there, and they're all doing very well. You want to go look at the grasses. Look at the grass bank there, brown and dead. And as we come round to where I'm standing on the top of the dam here, between the baby pool and the gin pool, as you can see, you've got lovely, lush green grass. Why? Because the water's coming through from the baby pool, through the bank, and keeping all this moist and wet. Okay, so that's water again going into the pool. You can't see it, but it is going in. And that's what happens. It's all helping. I'll try and show you this little bit without breaking my neck. You can hear it. You can hear it running. And if you look there, you can see the plants moving. There we go. A little bit of movement, but nevertheless it's moving, it's good. There we go. That's the water still coming through. Ooh, and it went in then. That's the water coming through. So there you have it. We're keeping going. Let's just get August out and it'll probably tell us a totally different story. Hopefully, a bit of rain, wells get topped up a wee bit, and we can get some of this weed out and get back to our former glory. But the point is we've survived, and I'm only surviving thanks to you guys still supporting us. You can't come up in great numbers because there's not enough room to be in great numbers, but nevertheless, you're coming up enough to keep us ticking over and just paying the bills. Thank you all very much for your support. Greatly appreciated. I'll speak to you all soon, hopefully with better news. Tight lines, guys, tight lines.